give you guys the music during the break. Don't mind me. Hi, welcome to the second part here of The King is Dead, and we just had some pretty awesome scenes for the first 90 minutes or so, and now we're picking back up. We just had a trial that's going to ultimately go into a meeting sword to sword, but in the interim, I think we're gonna do some other stuff. So, who wants to do some of that other stuff?
I think I want to have a conversation. I want to have a dinner, I think, with Dash, sort of after the trial, but before news of this trial by the sword to sword, the trial by sword is gotten around.
Oh,
and
totally.
Yeah, and I think Callum, just because he's been paying attention to Goreline's family, because of the assassination, he probably knows that Dash has had an altercation with them at sea. There's probably not much detail, but we know in the court it's been whispered about. So I'd probably invite her to dinner. And probably at a restaurant, like probably some, I don't know what a medieval restaurant would look like, but not so much like at my own home, but somewhere probably close to the university, I'm guessing. Some place that meals.
Be a tavern then.
Yeah, a tavern basically with like probably private rooms for the nobility.
Makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm thinking it's probably an invite. I would probably invite Dash to dinner, mostly to just discuss this trial, the results, maybe our standings, see how we can help each other, that kind of thing.
I would love to attend dinner with someone.
Okay.
So how do you look to me? Like, how do you come to this dinner, and what's your mood?
Let me think about that. I think I have an idea. I bring someone along that was on my boat, so I'm like attended by someone else.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they're a he, probably like somewhere between my squire and my servant.
Okay.
Okay.
Older, younger?
Pretty young, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, I have an idea. I always imagine Dash as being an older person, so maybe this person is my son.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
And they're my apprentice.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and Callan would be addressed pretty formally. This is like a formal invitation. Probably not as formally as court, but still dressed up, knowing full well that this is two houses meeting, and so he wants to represent the Oak House. Like, he knows that he's not in line to become a knight or a fighter or something. Like, he won't wield sword; he'll wield the pen. So he's more acting and trying to like show himself off as more of a diplomat and sort of that more sort of fighting with the pen instead of the sword. And is kind
in
of
Russia, we when we have negotiations with people, we wear very like open, revealing clothing, like not just the women but the men too. It's just a sign of openness towards other people. So that's how I'm showing
No
my
thongs.
No.
Very formal thumbs.
With bow ties on them.
Yeah. And Callum would be probably quite sort of excited. He'd be happier than his normal brooding self, just because there'll be a result of this assassin. Like, something will come of this. Ideally, now I'm forgetting Coraline's the Sandorials will pay for their active aggression against my family. So how does this go? How does the conversation happen?
Let me see.
Lowest muster takes the first turn. I think that's you.
Perfect. I can't imagine it being any other way. I'd like to ask a topical question. Let's take a look. Oh, this is perfect because it's exactly what I just said. I make an ignorant social or diplomatic blunder. Do you let me recover gracefully, or do you hold it against me? I have just a V in this clothing that just goes down to my waist.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
just because you're supposed to expose your heart to the other person.
How graceful am I?
And it's probably like sleeveless as well, so it's almost like a tank top with like, yeah.
Yep.
Do you catch yourself looking at her good heart?
Yeah. No, he's. I would let it go gracefully, but more out of patience. I would just be sort of. I've been trained to sort of look over these backwards ways. So I don't bring attention to it, and I don't hold it against you. Sort of, as much as I can't hold it against you for being uncouth, kind of thing. But yeah, so that would be it. Yeah, and Callan would say, "Oh, you have a very interesting dress from where you come from. Perhaps we could go shopping at some point, and I could show you how we dress for court here." I'm sort of making the offer.
And I say, I would like that very much. However, and let us do that together. But in these sorts of gatherings, I'm not ignorant of this fact. This is very purposeful what I am doing right now. So
Okay.
it's not that I'm making a social blunder out of ignorance. I am being defiant towards the mainland cultures and I am expressing myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that was your turn, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just engaging in impromptu conversation. I was just basically going along after your question.
Okay. I'll pass. I'll let you go again, but
Okay.
I will have to say something about the food. So what kind of food are we having? I imagine, so this is a tavern. And
Yeah, I'd explicitly be trying to impress you. Like, I'd be taking you to a tavern and probably have gone to the trouble of getting them either bring in a chef to make food for me, kind of like a noble, just go, oh, I'll bring my own person and just let them use your kitchen, or know of a tavern that serves really good food. So it would probably be sort of higher end medieval fare. So lots of it, probably spices you're familiar with because they'd all be imported. Like I'd be showing off my wealth. So it'd be like ginger and honey drizzled over a little bit of quail or that kind of stuff. Like very simple cooking, but still expensive in ingredient kind of thing.
And still at least like 2 pages of text about if this was in the actual novel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think I brought quite a bit of money to this conversation over food, so we've arranged for this tavern to provide a feast for us.
Yep.
So there's many courses, and I bring a lot of the same ingredients, but I don't want them to be prepared in the ways that we normally do. I basically want to be like, here's some of the spices and ingredients that we brought on our ship. You can have these and use any of these that you wish. But please don't aim to please me, because we're very hard to impress, and we've seen what you've tried to do before, and it wasn't good.
Okay, nice.
And I'm very pleased with the food.
Yeah, so as the food is being like as we're eating, and Callum is sort of goes, "Oh, it's quite a trial coming up tomorrow. I really do hope the Sandoriel family get what's owed them. I know you've already paid them once for what they've done. I hope they get it again. But I have my doubts. So I need you to reassure me about the upcoming trial. Can you and do you?"
I say, I do not come to this land because of my grudge against House Sindoriel. However, to bring our houses closer in friendship, I would be very happy to turn a simple skirmish into a vendetta.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So it's your turn. Do you have?
And I think I lead the conversation.
Yeah. Me too. I think we keep eating.
Yeah.
Probably have some really good wines.
Mm-hmm. I think we have like an oval plate of food where we have to both eat from the same and put food on flatbreads.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
things like
big,
that.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
Totally a big shared
Mhm.
platter kind of thing with different tapas-y kind of things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, I think that's the scene. We end on the dinner.
Yeah. Oh, and I think the final scene is I have like a pitcher of honey, and I'm pouring it into your tea, and we
Nice.
take our teacups together and touch them and cheers.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's our game.
Is it ready for a sword to sword? Or does someone else want to go?
I took the first game. So.
All right, then. Let's do it.
Yep.
Sword to sword. You and me, Gorlane.
Yep. So, I'm actually have lower muster than you.
We are in, sure, but this is taking place outside. I think it's taking place in front of the courtyard, in front of like the great cathedral to the gods. I feel like that's probably the point where you're supposed to do a trial by combat.
Yeah.
It's like a large cobblestone square. Like I'm thinking like a very like Romanesque plaza, right? Like not a lot around.
Definitely.
It's very square. It's open air. It's just you and me.
Cobblestones, like a few ditches here and there.
Yeah. The sky is like partly cloudy. It's not much. How do you look to me? What's your mood?
I am. You can't suss out my mood because I am fucking decked in armor. So I have like this huge plate helmet with and my armor is full chainmail and then plate armor on top of that with reinforcing.
You're a tank.
I'm a fucking tank.
Yeah. I'm lightly armored, wearing mostly just like leathers and some chainmail underneath it. I'm very flexible and fast. And yeah, I'm not even wearing a helmet. I'm ready to go. I'm pure in my convictions that you guys are the wrong and that the gods will prove me right today. So I have a very like determined look to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. We just take out. I guess we just take up our positions, and then I just get into a ready stance.
Yep.
And then don't after that.
Lower muster begins the combat. So it's to you.
Oh right. me see. I throw a high swing, wild but powerful. Do you duck quickly back, or do you stand unrattled?
I stand unrattled.
Of course you do.
Yeah. I know exactly the length and the flexibility you have in your armor, and so I feel exactly comfortable with the space I am, and in front of the gods. And I feel like the steadfastness gives me a cheer from the crowds as I do this. But then it's my turn. I think we circle up. We circle up. So now after that, we do that little, like, our sword tips are touching and we're circling each other.
More like you're circling me because I have a lot of inertia.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
that's more fair. And I call out to you, but also so the whole crowd can hear. It's not too late to repent.
Repent what? For your own foolishness.
Yep, your turn.
I launch a sustained attack with my weight behind it. Do you give ground readily or grudgingly?
Grudgingly. I can see you're really angry and you're going really hard in this. I'm trying to get you to tire out. I grudgingly give ground. You are clearly like, I can't stand toe to toe with you. I'm going to have to win another way. And so after I kind of like lead you on almost like a matador because you're so strong and stuff. Like I can't like openly like parry your stuff, right? So we do that a little bit, but then it's once again we're back in that same loop around. We're circled up, our swords between us. And at this point, I call out. It's still not too late to repent. Atone for the sins of your house. Submit. What do you say?
Let me think. Atone for the sins of your house. What's the best thing I can say to seem like a huge evil asshole?
I'm totally going Red Viper. That's yeah.
Lorem ipsum dolor siamet.
I don't even know what you said.
You don't know? It's the placeholder text.
Oh, you said Lorem ipsum. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That was one. Wait. Which was that a closing question or a leading?
No,
question?
we circled up.
Oh, right.
And I tell you again, submit and atone and repent for the sins of your house.
Which that was that the?
I'm circled up, swords between us, and I call that out. What do you say?
Then I did say Lorem ipsum dolor siamet.
Then it would be your turn.
Which question was that already in the sequence?
That was the 1, 2, 3.
Fourth,
That was
I think.
fourth. Yeah, we're in closing
Fourth.
questions. Yeah.
No, I really want to win this, so I seize momentum and initiative and drive you backward. If you stand, throw a coin. If I hit, you hold me back. If a tail, I cut you through, killing you.
What does drive you backward in this mean in this context?
In
Am I
this
still in the
context,
fight?
the
Right?
rules of the trial by combat stipulate that you do not leave the boundaries of the trial.
Yeah. And so
Be-
driving me back means I'm forced to leave the trial.
Yes.
That would make sense. No. Boy, if I was playing a different type of character, I totally wouldn't. I would say that you cheated. And you cheated in the trial of combat. But I'm not. I'm an honorable person. And I have the faith in the gods. So I'm going to throw a coin for my life. If you stand, throw a coin.
One
did
tails,
So I
two
need
tails.
I need a head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. Dead.
Oh,
Kill me. I'm dead.
I actually wanted you to live.
I know, me too. I would love to have lived to kill you. But no, we have a Red Viper situation where I get fucking killed.
Oh,
Man.
Yeah. All right. I fall with honor to my death.
you fall with honor to.
I don't beg for my life. I don't do
With
anything.
death.
I just fall.
I look around with the crowd, the sword tip on the on the ground next to me, and I say, I yell to the crowd basically.
He falls to his death, but none the wiser.
That's beautiful. Yeah, nice, dude. Way to not cave and let the things fall. That was good. Okay. Yep. So I'm dead. I'll come up with a new character. As Bragan is killed.
Yeah, if we've got, I think that means we've gone around the table once. I think
Yep.
so. Everyone's gotten to this. So I think I'm gonna go next. Now this might be like a good opportunity to introduce. Oh no, you're Dilston. Never mind. I think because I want to do a bit of intrigue to set the scene for the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Pick one from House Oak, I think it was. Let's see.
Any house but yours.
Yes, I had one in mind. I just want to figure out where it is. Yeah, there it is. So House Oak marries the greatest war leader to a shining princess of the Antean tribes. House Antire and House Oak both each gain one muster.
Okay. So, House Antir and which one?
House Antir and House Oak both gain one muster.
Oh, House Antir and House Oak both gain one muster.
Yes, so orange and teal.
Yes. Okay. So I want to follow the rules right of doing that when you're going over multiple ones.
Yeah, you just go the highest one first.
You increase your house's muster, yeah. So you increase the house's muster first.
Yeah.
And then you decrease your house's muster by the required amount. Announce your new position. When more than one house increase in muster, increase them in order from highest to lowest. And then one house okay. And so then when there's a tie.
Otherwise we just switch places.
Oh yeah, so that means shit, dude. So Sandorio got wrecked.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So I think it's also like a reflection of like Antire and Oak like building up their union.
Yeah.
It's also a reflection of like public perception of the Sandorial after this trial. Like,
I mean,
you won,
that they are. Yeah, they're in the clear by their. They won legally, but they didn't win the court of public opinion.
So like a bunch of divisions actually just defect to House Oak or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might even be some sort of like, oh, you know what it is? I think it's like it's one of your generals. Like defects.
Maybe it's.
I think it might even be like as Sandorial general goes over to House Oak, and marries like a princess of the Untamed Tribes. So I think it's like it's sort of like transitions into that. So we see this new acquisition of the of House Oak marries into the Antares.
They might have met at that dance we were all at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's definitely some arrangements made there.
Yeah.
All right, and so in the meantime, also I got a new character. So I'm Sistrin Dillstone. I'm the sister or like cousin of my poor dead. I forgot his name. Bragan. So I am educated, brooding, and beautiful. Also unmarried. Okay, so who wants to go next? I think it's anyone's kind of open to do one other than
Yes.
Umbra and myself now.
Yeah. Did I initiate a game myself? I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, I think technically the trial by combat was your game.
Oh, that was yours, Vorian? Okay, sure.
Oh yeah.
That works for me. Okay.
Technically, yeah.
All right, then it was a new order, and then Umbra, you just went for the first time.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you did an intrigue and muster. I was thinking about doing an intrigue and muster too. But I think that one's actually pretty good. That sets up everything I need. I want to do an animated disagreement. And I think I want to do an animated disagreement with I mean, why not then our I'm actually gonna have an animated disagreement with you, Kaylin.
Sounds good.
The animated disagreement that I think we're having, I think the pretext of what's going to happen here. Why isn't House Oak going to war over this assassination?
Okay. I was just looking at that right now. Yeah. Okay. That totally makes sense.
So I'm pissed that my family members had to die in a trial for your house's cowardice. I think that's my statement. It's being like, why didn't you why is Dillstone fighting your battles here?
Okay. Great. Yeah, I definitely.
Okay.
So would it be?
So you're cool with that's what our argument's about.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no,
Okay,
I
cool.
totally, I dig it. Is it like, do we cross paths or do you come see? Like, how does this sort of happen? Is it sort of we meet somewhere where we're and getting to a shouting match, or is it you waited?
Yeah, this is probably Winter Court or something.
Is
Okay.
it at the wedding?
Oh, yeah. No, it's at the wedding. That would make sense. It's totally at the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So,
How does it work?
yeah, so the way this game works is that you and I are the participants, and we're subject to the quote-unquote audience. And the audience here is the three other players. Each of the three players here is going to take a turn, giving us one of these challenges. And then the audience member gets to award one of us with a point for winning that challenge. The judges can judge as impartial or as biased as they want to. It's just important that if either person goes too long, the judge can cut them off. Or if one of us interrupts each other, then we forfeit our coin, and it goes to the other person automatically. Okay? So that's how the disagreement works.
Okay.
So, it's up to one of you three. So it's up to Adam, it's up to Vorian, it's up to Umbra. One of you guys has to go here and nominate themselves to lead the first of the three challenges.
Yeah. You have one thing you need to do first, but you need to decide on...
muster.
Yeah,
what's at stake here?
Yeah.
Yeah. The loser's house loses a muster.
Yeah.
I want to say that.
Yeah.
Let's go for that.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Let's see, challenges. Yeah, I'll go with the fun one first. Please make a personal attack on your opponent's character.
Okay.
Who goes first? The judge has to say who goes first.
Let's see, and I want to see Sistren go first. I think that makes sense.
Okay. It does make sense as I'm launching the kind of the volley, initiating this.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lovely wedding, but I do suppose the circumstances that got us here are quite strange. I wonder if House Oak would spend a little less time planning a party and a little more time planning a war. We could have avoided some unnecessary deaths before this wedding. Perhaps there's a little bit too much wine to be had in this house. Perhaps maybe that's why guards were sleeping when the assassin struck and killed your general. Or perhaps Oak is just, well, they've lost their edge and are rotten.
Nice. Oh, yes. Well, we can't all be Dillstones, you know. Although you did do your job. Yes, one death. It's a tragedy, I know, but not such a big loss. I mean, you guys have money. You have many men. Your armies are vast. What's one soldier here and there with the Dillstones? You're not of that much importance, really. So losing one is not that big a loss. Yeah, that's what I got.
Cool. Judge?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to Callan here. Basically just like dismissing Sistren as like not important to like a member of like the royal house at the moment.
Okay, cool.
It's pretty top tier insult in my book.
Who wants to do I will keep that in mind the next time we play this game, Umbra. Who wants to go next? Vorian or Adam?
I would like to.
Okay.
I'm going to go with that first one. Please express your position in the form of a slogan easily remembered and repeated.
Oh, I want to die.
Ha. And House Dillstone may go first.
House Dillstone may go first.
I know. I'm thinking about what I want to say.
Yeah. It's the one I was dreading. I'm like, oh, God.
I think it's going to be House Dillstone's motto. Higher than honor.
Okay. Okay, slogan.
We are above reproach.
Man, okay. Repeatable and easily remembered. Good God. Now all I can think of is oak and token. That doesn't work at all. Let's see. Yeah, we are as that doesn't work, but yeah, as stable as the noble oak. That's my slogan.
Stable as the noble oak. Stable as the noble oak.
There we go. Wow, this is a hard game.
It is. You do better than I would be because I am infamously terrible at conducting arguments. I'm going to give 1 coin to Cistern
I
Okay.
think so.
because higher than honor is
Yep.
quite the thing.
Okay, so we're even.
Mhm.
Borian, final game. What is our challenge?
Oh
And-
wow! I really want the challenge. I really want to challenge you two to go to war, but that would mean you winning. Please challenge your opponent to trials by contest or to single combat.
Who has to do it first?
Yeah, who has to do it, brother?
Who has to do it first? Okay.
Hmm.
House Dillistone initiated the disagreement. I think it is only fair that House Dillistone would be the one to challenge House Oak to trial by combat. What say you, House Dillistone?
So wait, I have to. So my choice isn't trial by contest. It has to be single. It has to be combat.
Yeah, single combat.
So good, I want the entire house to die. It's just poor Eric has to keep making more and more characters, and then they all just.
Very no. I no. I won't. I will cede. I refuse to give that request.
No, isn't it up to me? Aren't you challenging me and I have to
No,
decide whether I accept?
Please challenge your opponent to trial by con. Oh wait, I don't have a choice.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fuck.
and I accept or I decline. Either
Fuck.
you win this or I accept and I go.
Oh no. This game's this game's horrible. Yeah, okay, I have to. I challenge you to single combat.
Okay. God. Okay, so
Oh no, actually, hold on, no. I'm gonna build on this actually then, because
Yeah.
if I have to do this, then I'm going all in here.
yep.
Very well. House Oak. Lady Sistren of Diddlestone, I hereby challenge you to challenge of single combat. And should you win, or should I win, House Oak must pledge their allegiance to House Dillstone in a war against the usurper House Sandorial.
Okay. So my only question for how Callan would answer this is: are you doing this in public?
Yeah.
Like, do other people hear? Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
he
yeah.
has to accept.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
That's yeah. Totally. Okay.
So I think we switch. Like, so do I get the coin by accepting?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you accept it, you
okay.
get the coin. Yours is
Yeah.
the better answer.
Cool. Yeah.
Fuck.
Nice.
Okay, you win. I lose a muster.
Yep.
Okay, that's the game.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. Man, I forgot that an animated disagreement in this game has all those extra ones. That's super hard. Okay, done. Yep, so we're going to have a trial by combat soon.
Yep.
Okay, that was, yep. Who wants to go now? I think now it's been Umber's game and my game and Adam's game. Right?
Yeah, I had the dinner too just before the.
Oh, yeah, the dinner. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's only been.
Did I
two-
ever do a game?
It's only been 2
I
games
don't-
in like the second round.
hmm
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, so then, okay. So who wants to go next?
How many? You can only do one intrigue and muster per round, right?
No. You
No,
can
you
do,
can
you
do it
can do plenty.
anytime.
Hmm.
Okay. Whoever wants to go first.
Okay, we're gonna do it. That promise of vendetta was real, and I am going to start a war against House Sindorial. Let's take a look at the war.
Ooh.
Wars are tough, especially when you don't have the same amount of muster.
Mm-hmm.
But that's awesome. I like that you
Yes.
guys are... Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys are like
Yeah.
low on the total. You guys are 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think because your muster is 3,
You automatically lose.
list. Yeah.
You literally
Yeah.
lose.
Yeah. The war automatically ends if one person hits muster 3.
Okay, cool.
So do you want to still do that, or do you want to pick something else?
The other idea I had was intrigue and muster, and yeah,
That's probably a good set. That's probably a better
It's like-
setup. Yeah.
because I thought it worked like
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Hi, James. Thanks for the host.
Does.
Yeah.
Where you get to choose, but that makes a ton of sense because muster is also like on the 3 to 8 scale,
Yeah.
just like tactical skirmishes. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Okay. Let's find a way to get House Lunest more muster. Oh, perfect.
You can't pick from your own house, though. Remember.
Yes, I know. I'm picking from the House Oaks thing.
Okay.
House Oak fosters several young princes and princesses overseas in the households of House Lunest. House Lunest and House Oak each gain 1 muster.
Okay.
Woof.
Wow.
I've been introducing some of your cousins to some of my cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
We've got some good cousins.
Okay, so that means how the mighty have fallen. Centaurio's at the
Yeah.
bottom of the rung now.
Well,
Okay.
my goal in this game is not to crown my cousin, because I kind of want the crown for myself. But the goal of the game is to make you guys hate each other.
Well, you're doing a good job being a heel. So
I love it.
Yeah.
yeah, for those, I want to do a quick little shout out for James, James UK in chat. What's up? He's a cool role playing streamer as well as does a little bit of stuff with like Arc and whatnot. Super cool fellow. And so thank you so much for the mini raid tonight. We're playing The King is Dead, which is by Vincent Baker. It's basically Game of Thrones meets Mario Party. We're playing a warrior prince or princess from one of these 5 houses out here, and you can kind of see on screen. We have like this numbered track, and that's sort of our power of our houses. And at the end of the game, the person with the most muster will get coronated onto the throne. But in the meantime, the king is dead, and we're dueling and romancing and having a good old time. So okay, let's get back into it.
So much dueling.
A lot of dueling.
So
I
much
will
romance.
do intrigue and muster. House Dillistone, because you must submit to us, marries an aging general to a young prince of House Sandorial. Me and Eric both gain 1 muster.
It kicks Antir back down, and I go up to 7.
How do you like that?
You guys are both like gonna keep doing intrigues to get one up on each other, so that you can finally declare war on the other person and snatch an easy victory.
Yeah, they're playing the marriage game right there.
Yeah, playing the long game. Cool. Has anyone not gone this round?
It'd be
Well,
Oak hasn't gone.
yeah, I haven't, but we're gonna do the trial by sword. So, and I sort of picked it because I could have just declined. I don't know
Okay.
if we want to set up another scene, but I'm fine with.
No, let's do that. Let's do the meeting of sword to sword.
Perfect.
Fuck. Okay. Okay, here we go. Another to the death. All right.
Is this to the death?
Yeah, of course. It's a trial by combat.
Yeah.
No, you're
Well,
right.
to the depth of the
It's to
war.
yield. It's to yield,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And if you yield, then it's at your mercy. You can either kill or not. Okay, so obviously the setup for this scene is that we're back in the capital. We're back at the opening plaza, right? I feel like that's where we would do this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would think so.
Okay, cool. How do you look to me?
Callan is he's in ill-fitting armor. It's really nice, but it looks like it was probably tailored to him like a few years ago, and he's actually gotten scrawnier. He doesn't eat well, and he was probably haler and healthier when he was in school. So this is an older armor. He hasn't kept it up. He never wears it. So yeah, he just looks out of place. And he's got like a cloud over his head. Like his mood is dark, and like he's sort of existential angst. Like he's basically you can't tell whether he's actually in this or not. He seems the brooding is very much there, sort of dark, looking down, sort of kicking rocks kind of thing.
Yeah. Like her cousin who passed away, Sistren is also wearing light armor, but also carrying a sword, and looks determined but very nervous as well, underneath her determined expression. The player's house with the lower muster goes first, which is me.
Mm-hmm.
We lock swords, and your mouth is near my ear. What do you say? So I launch an attack at you, and you're able to parry it, but we're close to each other. What do you say to me?
I hear that you're unmarried. I wish we were doing a different dance. That's what I say. Yeah, I'm close. So I catch your wrist while we're close together, and in my hand, and draw you close to me. Do you let your sword drop, or do you shove me away and fight on?
After you say that, I let it linger for a second, and then I kick you in the chest, letting you go, and I do like a little like kia, back up, on guard position. I think we circle again. Swords are touching. What do I say to you after you say that we want to date? How old are you? Are you like the same age as me? Like prime of our lives?
Yeah, he would be like probably late 20s, like probably 27, yeah. 28 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Make a mess.
I know.
Blood is a mess.
Okay, yeah, no. So I say, I entertain you. I entertain the thought that we're doing another dance, right?
Okay.
And so I say, oh yeah, hotshot. Where do we go, right? And like lead me on this date as we're fighting to the death. Thank you, Adam. You're right. I need to play to the principles. Imagine this perfect dance, this date with me, right?
Yep. So
it could also be a massive double entendre.
Yes.
Right.
So you get your sword inside my guard as we're dancing. I'm not that good. Callan isn't that good at this whole thing. And seems to be more like trying to figure out what to say next more than actually what his sword play should be. So you get your sword inside my guard and cut me across the ribs. Do you press your attack, or do you give me a moment? So I sort of jolt and sort of look down and seem surprised at having blood drawn. Yeah, do you press?
Yeah, I seize momentum and drive you backward. If you stand, throw a coin. And I feel like this coin will determine whether or not my love for you is real. So,
Yep.
actually, it's a spoiler. It's the other way that you think it is. So,
If ahead, you hold me.
so roll a d2.
Yep.
1 is heads, 2 is tails. And if I kill you, I love you.
1d2.
You stand.
Yep.
Okay. You're able to hold me back. So I don't love you.
No.
And I say, "Oh, you're fun." And I think it's your turn.
Yep.
This isn't going to end until one of us is dead or yielding. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So,
closing questions are on the table.
yeah. So it still keeps going. Callan is not a good sword fighter. You get your sword well between us, inside my guard. If you drive it home, you kill me. Do you drive it home, or do you allow me to step back and recover myself?
I allow you to step back. I do another one of these large, like pressing advances. I'm like a cat.
Okay.
I parry your blow, and I get it right at your like right at your clavicle. Right, I'm ready to go in, but I hesitate, and I kick you back, and I turn my back to you, and I look to the crowd, and I go, oh, what do I say? I say, oh, I have to do, yeah, I have to be like, right, where
Are
is
you
House?
not entertained?
Yeah, where is House Oak's battle prowess being beat by this lady? And you know, and everyone's cheering. Yeah, are you not entertained? Yeah. So when I do that, though, you have the opportunity for a dirty little blow, because my back's towards you. Do you take it?
Yes. Now I'm insulted. Like basically, you see like the dark rage. That's basically this guy who never fights. All of a sudden, gets that blank sort of like crazy look fall across his face.
Yeah.
Still no skill, but gets very very angry. So he does a like, yeah, basically trips you, like puts one foot ahead of you.
Sides,
Like,
yeah, it sideswipes me. Yeah. Just
basically, so
lays me
you
out.
go tumbling, and then
Yeah.
follows, and I basically carve you. Like I take the sword and like smash you, like get it into your side and like jam it, so it's like a big ragged cut in just above your hip. And I carve into your side, but in doing so, I leave myself open to return stroke as a return stroke as serious. Do you deliver it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And as we both collapse, dying, I whisper with a smirk, thinking that seeing you with passion, willing to do this, is what I wanted to see. And I say, so about that other dance before expiring. Nice. And I think we're both dead.
Yep. I think that's... Yeah. That was great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good shit. I love this game.
So good.
Okay. Yep, so we're dead. It's time to make up another character. Eric's third character tonight.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we did say the Game of Thrones was one of the major touchdowns.
Yeah, this is why I totally look at the that's why I keep this houses and attractive qualities list here. Because burn through them today.
Gonna need him. Okay, so I think while the two of you are making new aliases, I'm not gonna bother you for a moment. But I think I would love to do a chase with what's your face? With Gorlan.
Okay. Bringing up the
the chase.
The rules.
All right.
So choose one of the other players to be your counterpart in the chase. Decide which
Who's
together which
chasing
of you is
who?
the hunter and which is the core. I think you're the hunter. I think what probably happens is that we see the large open plains of the north, I guess, and you're riding after me.
Mhm.
We just happen to be riding somewhere, and then our entourages catch sight of each other. You run, I chase.
Yeah, I think that makes sense because I think Haas San Royale is sort of in the dumps right now after what happened. Like everyone sort of like dislikes you. First for the assassination, and then for what happened at the trial, and it's like things are just not in a good place right now. So I think we like suspect something as we're like patrolling our borders or whatever, and we ride off back home, and then you're like, oh shit, we need to like catch up with us. So
I have an idea for something following this, but let's play this.
Let's see how it works first. It works out. So the core conducts the chase. So that's me.
Mhm.
So I think Judith, on one of her like muscle horses from earlier, is heading back home to the nearest settlement to like report that they've seen this like Sandorial contingent heading somewhere close to their borders, and yeah, it's time to go into the challenges. Yeah, so we open on this large open plain, and yeah, I think this is like Judith's homeland very much, like in the sense that this is like the untamed wilds, rather. This is the heartland at the end here. So she's been riding here since she was old enough to stand up. So she knows this ground well. Follow me if you dare, but throw. On tails, you're plunging heedlessly into danger, and need not chosen any admissions during the chase after all. So flip a coin. One is...
I can decline to follow you, or I can choose to throw.
Yeah, if you decline to follow, you give up the chase. And it's over.
Yeah.
I want to catch up with you, so...
Yeah, so one is heads, two is tails. Okay. So you keep pace, at least.
Mhm.
You're still like a threat. So yeah, I think we as we see us riding across this open plain, I think we reach like slightly like hillier terrain.
Mm-hmm.
We eventually get to a point where there's not like a river, but like a creek, like running between two hills, and Judith's horse just makes a leap across, lands on the other side.
Is this a challenge or an admission?
This is a challenge.
Okay. I'm trying to find it on the rules.
So
it's the bottom one, right?
No, it's the... Let's see.
Oh, no, it's I reach open ground and leap away.
Yeah, I was just about to get to that. So follow me if you can rally yourself to throw. On tails you stand gasping and they gain a coin. So flip again.
I am getting lucky. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're getting lucky. So I think this one has to be an admission.
Yes. So you are chasing. Yeah.
So you're coming very close. And I think what happens is because we get to like the other side of the hill, and I expect you to like fall behind. So we get a moment of Judith like turning her horse around and like expecting to just like laugh at you, but then we see this like titan of steel.
Some like Nazgul chasing
yeah.
a
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Except it's a bunch of people in heavy armor with like pretend wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one being chased by Darth Vader.
If Darth Vader was a winged hussar from Poland, yes.
Yeah. It's like the opening scene from like Sleepy Hollow. So, yeah. So, throw. On heads, you put on a burst of speed and gain 2 coins.
Wait,
So you just flip
I
a
didn't
coin.
get I didn't get which mission that was. That was
Yeah, so this is the I steal a look back at you and you're closer than I thought throw. On heads, you put on a burst of speed and gain 2 coins. Can you roll another
it's
one?
gonna be tails. I know it. Call it.
Okay, so yeah, we keep pace as we head further into the hills, and I think we're getting into like more woodlands at this point. We're getting into like the thick forests, the deep woodland. And I press through a thorny briar. Follow me if you want, but throw. On tails, you're tangled and torn and must extract yourself, and I gain a coin.
Thorny Brian. If I do tails, you escape.
If you get tails, you're basically like stuck in the briars.
And you escape.
Yeah.
Hey!
So if you have more coins than the hunter, you break away and escape. If your hunter has as many coins than you and more, choose one.
We have a grand total of 0 coins each.
Yeah.
Yep, you tied. Which means the hunter wins, right?
No, I get to pick one.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
you have to, yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is...
They're all bad, basically.
Yeah, none of them are good. But I think this is that I've come to some temporary security. Like she could run into a house, like she gets off her horse and just runs into a house, but her people are not as fast as her, and you have like military superiority here with all the people that you brought. Your knights in heavy armor. But that's going to be the end of the chase, and we don't let people into like our villages very often. We don't get invaders because like the terrain is so harsh that other people can't get here easily, especially not like an armed and armored contingent like yours. So that's going to be the end of the chase.
This is basically the furthest that anyone other than let me see.
It's usually that we go to other places. Like,
Yeah,
it's we go to like border towns and we go to the capital on occasion whenever there's a new king.
this is the first time that a non-untamed tribe, army, or even bunch of people have gone this deep into the untamed land.
Yeah, like at least like, in like, common memory, like someone might have gone here, but like it's not something that people know about.
So you steal the way into some temporary safety, but I managed to capture your entourage. I am going to hold that entourage hostage and invite you to a conversation over food.
Of course you are.
Of course.
Perfect.
Lovely. We can just transition neatly into that. So yeah, you have the lowest current muster, so you take the first turn.
Oh yeah. So
I think we know how we came to be eating together.
So
I don't
we-
think it.
so
Are we
the
just
terms
going right
that
into it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the terms of the conversation are basically you come and eat dinner with me, and I'll let you and your entourage go. We forget this happens. If you
Yeah.
decline, I kill all of them.
I think that's very fair. But there's definitely like a very nervous mood about the conversation. Like none of us are happy that this work happened this way. But like maybe we won't all be slaughtered by these Sandorial brutes.
Sandorial. Oh, brutes. I thought you said birds.
These birds.
Hmm.
The Sandorial are actually bird people.
So
forgot to mention that this entire time.
Yeah,
Everyone, we're all birds.
We're all birds.
We're all birds now.
So how do you look to me?
I think she looks exhausted, but I think like she has switched for, like she's got a quick costume change from her like riding gear to something more formal. I think she had like a quick talk with her parents. Like, okay, we need to put on our best, like to get these people to go away. To like their like formal gear of the Antir, which is also probably something that like outsiders don't see a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, we need to look our best. So this is, I think, this might be like more colorful than what they usually wear, which is usually like very simple. And I think she probably wears a hood of some sort that's been ornamented with like letters along the trim. Some sort of older language that most people who don't speak anymore, but the Antir are kept alive.
Okay. I look to you as so. I take a shower before the meeting. Make sure I smell nice, but don't change out of my riding armor.
Did you used to have someone like pour water on you in your armor?
No, like an actual like take off the armor, clean everything, clean every single patch of skin on my body, and then put it all back on.
Yeah, this is probably like a river you can bathe in rather than like a shower. But yeah, they can definitely be arranged.
It's more like I find a spring or a river, or just collect rainwater and use that as a shower. So I have to ask the first question, I guess.
Yes.
Yup.
You have to start at least.
I need you to come clean about your opinions on House Dillastone's long reliance upon House Oak. It seems that the both of them are at, they're at each other's throats. They recently killed one of each other's top lords and ladies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Would you think that this? What's your opinion on this whole situation? Do you think House Dillastone is worth it for the throne anymore?
I think Judith smiles nervously and says, well, it seems like they're in quite a mess right now if they're fighting each other over some slight or another. But I mean, I don't know. We've had we've ruled ourselves, but the Dillstones have been in power for a very long time, and you just kind of get used to things the way they are, I suppose.
Oh, I'm not too sure if I'm not too sure if I really accept that line of reasoning, because you see, My great-grandfather was the High King, if you remember.
Was.
Yes.
Hmm.
As far as I'm concerned, these Dillerstones are just upstarts.
I'm sure they
I
have.
need you to reassure me.
I'm sure they have opinions on you as well.
Of course they do. I recently killed one of them. Shame. He
Lots
was
of killing going on these days.
Shame. I would rather not have. Eric, what was your first character's name?
Bragan.
Yes, Reagan was so hot-tempered. I assume. I had quite admired his wit.
Hmm.
Let me check
Oh.
the comics again.
Very well. Tell me more about his. I've heard stories about this battle, but it's not one I was able to see for myself. Unfortunately, could you tell me more about how it went down? And I'm trying to keep you occupied while the rest of the Antir men surround your force. Am I able to?
Oh dear.
I noticed that you're trying to stall, and I say, well, the battle was him stalling his inevitable doom, I should say.
Well, I'm
You
sure
do
it was
know
a
that I
good
keep
fight
my
either way,
word.
my lord.
You do know that I keep my word, right?
I've heard plenty of things about you, my lord.
Of course. Call your men off. I know you've got men surrounding my forces.
Hmm.
This is the agreement.
It's very interesting.
The agreement was, we have this conversation, and I let you and your men go.
Hmm.
You seem intent on breaking that agreement.
Well, my lord, I have no such intentions, but I cannot speak for my father, or for my mother, or for any of my 16 brothers who happen to be out in the bushes.
Of course.
And I hope you don't hold me accountable for the actions of my house. Do you?
No, get out.
Well, with all due respect, my lord, you are on our land.
Yes, but I would rather this not end in bloodshed. So I am
That's
on
what
your
I-
land, but you are in my tent, unless
Hmm.
you expect me to break camp this very instant.
Hmm. Hmm.
I would
I would-
prefer that you would leave my tent.
I would rather we depart on amicable terms. I just want to make sure that nothing else happens. It's a guarantee.
It is your word then.
Well, it is all of our words.
Swear. Yeah.
Yes. Okay then.
And
Do you still want to eat that? Do you still want to eat that pie? I'm feeling rather peckish.
well,
If you do, you can take it with you.
the pie can wait. But I do have to wonder, since we're
Yes.
here, what exactly were you doing with all the soldiers by our border? You have to understand that seeing such a thing makes a girl wonder.
Of course, you would have to wonder. Of course. I expect my reputation precedes me, and that I am a very, very particular and careful man.
So I've been told.
Yes. That always applies to me. Especially when I am traveling. So, your presence was not expected. I had intended to arrange a
Interesting.
meeting. Yes. But of course, you untamed folk are less than predictable. Completely unpredictable.
Indeed.
And it would be...
Thank you, madam.
Mm-hmm. So of
This is
course
a great honor.
one must take precautions when traveling, especially in these dark and trying times, especially with so many swords aimed at your back. What was it that you wanted? Oh, that. Yes, so you have your answer.
Very well. If it is only security that you ask for with your
Yes.
soldiers, I would suggest that you get back to them as soon as you can. But of course, you have to try this pie first. I've heard it's delicious.
Oh, I see.
Mm.
Well, thank you.
Mm.
If you want something else from our larder, or our... Wait, no. This is a camp. There is no larder.
Mm.
Well, if you want something else from our stores, feel free to take them. Thank you for the pie.
You're most welcome.
Yeah.
I think we're done. I
Yeah.
think we're done.
Yeah. Food for sure.
Mm.
Okay.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who wants to go next?
Good stuff.
Hmm?
We could do.
I have a question. When should
What's up?
we stop and coronate someone?
It's probably getting close to it. I was gonna see if there's anybody wanted to do a couple other scenes before we wrap up.
Yeah, it's approaching like 3 hours now.
Yeah. So I wanted to know, so let's do that. Let's do a last call. Does anybody want to do another scene, or are we okay with going to the coronation?
I am good to go for the coronation.
Okay.
Yep.
I need to die.
Well, you might end up dying in the coronation, so. That's
Oh yes,
possible.
true.
Okay.
Did
The coronation.
you see the character I posted? I just put it in chat in the Roll20 chat. My new character.
Oh, I did not.
Yeah. So over all the dice rolls.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
No, I think we're going to do the coronation then. So, this is an all-play game. Surprise. And let me bring it up. It's the last one. So, we conduct the coronation. We ask the following questions in order. Who is crowned? The claimant from the house with the highest muster. So House Oak ends up taking the crown. So this is going to be you, Isabel.
Yep.
Describe the ceremony and the new sovereign, and then anyone can ask for further details.
Okay.
Well, it's not Isabel that ends up with the crown, but it's House Oak's claimant.
Yeah. So I would think it'd be probably the eldest of the two sisters. There's like two sisters and a brother that all have a claim to the throne. The eldest sister sort of takes it and has her other sister and her brother sort of as not co-regents, but like as very high up in the order. Instead of trying to like get rid of them, she keeps them very close to her side. And so yeah, it's a pretty formal affair. They're used to being like advisors and part of like the bureaucracy that used to help manage the kingdom, and so it has that feel. It has like a very almost parliamentary feel. So a lot of pageantry, kind of. I don't know if you guys have ever seen like when they choose a speaker of the house for a parliament. It's like the person is sort of pretending to run away because it's such a high. So I think it has this like very strange sort of theatrical, sort of acting by non-actors. So yeah, that's what I sort of picture, something very, very dry, with sort of terrible pageantry sort of overlaid on, like dusted on top of this really dry formal affair.
Oh.
And I would say it's Suzette is the name of the queen, but you'll probably pick a new name. Yeah, Queen Anne, née Suzette.
To represent, being a queen.
Yeah.
Queen Annie Oakley.
There you go. I didn't even get that, but perfect. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to describe in the coronation.
No, I mean that's good.
Yeah.
So the next one is how many of us personally attend? Obviously I don't because I'm dead.
Yeah.
You answer this with show of hands, but since we're on screen, you can just say yes or no and stuff.
Well, we can still show hands.
Are we on screen? Wait, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are on screen.
Yeah.
Actually, I put up my hand, but I wouldn't be there. I didn't do any scenes with Isabella, so I can't see a reason why she would be there.
But you also are the family who's getting coronated.
That's true. Okay, she'll be there in the back somewhere.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
You're attending.
Yeah, I think it's pretty reasonable that you'd be attending.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Question
next
3. Which of us support the new crown? Answer by show of hands.
Yep.
No. This did not go how we wanted it at all.
Yeah. We're all okay. This is going to be a tenuous reign. And then, which of us personally will fight or continue to fight against the new crown?
Totally.
Yeah,
Our Navy's coming for you.
Who supports the new crown? Just me, right?
No, I'm also opposed to the new crown.
No. Who personally supports?
Supports, yeah.
I would support the Isabella, like my house. So.
Okay. So
I guess my Dillstone also supports the new crown, but not in a
interesting.
But they could be persuaded, I think. But they wouldn't settle for anything but the crown themselves. Otherwise,
Is this just like we've lost enough people? Like we don't want to fight anymore.
Exactly.
But like,
I think
you still have like almost like the most troops.
Yeah.
Out of all of us, you're still second.
Yeah, but we're losing our important people.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So is it just the Sandorials who? No, wait. It's the Sandorials and Luness who are openly still fighting.
Yeah.
No, the Sandorials are supporting the crown.
Yeah. Okay.
So just the foreign invaders.
Yeah. So then, all right. It's a year from now. It's a year from now. What are our characters doing? Mine's in the ground.
Rotting away slowly.
I don't know. Gorlane would probably be. I hope I've given off the impression of Gorlane as being this crazy, evil, sinister character who never seems to die. So he's still alive.
Are you like
Just
watching over the shores?
Watching over the shores, watching over the crown, and trying subtly to edge Dillstone further and further away from the crown. And also, like, pulling strings back and forth pulling strings behind the facade of House Yellowstone because they still submit to me.
Okay, I think for
Oh, yes. Pulling strings behind House Yellowstone's facade to try and maybe maneuver it into a dishonorable position where House Oak, House Antar, and House Lunest, and House Sandoriel must kill it eventually.
Yeah, but just setting them up to be like the new bad guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Civil
Yeah,
War.
so-
It's always been my goal.
Seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, so I think what we see for Judith is that first we get these like pastoral shots of the untamed lands. We probably see like a few places that we recognize from the chase. It's like the little creek where they jumped over, and we see we probably like follow the chase like backwards as we head into more civilized territories, and we arrive in the capital. We see Judith walking the streets there in her like riding gear.
Mm-hmm.
And we see her walking past the temple plaza where all the battles were fought.
Yeah.
And we eventually arrive at this would be like I don't know. Where would they bury McCallan?
I don't know. I think he'd probably be buried back in that town. That's probably his like family's estate. So where we have to dance, that's probably where he ends up. He probably would have rather been buried like in the university cemetery or something, but the Oak family decided to send his body back to the estates.
Okay, yeah, then that's probably where we see Judith, like rather than in the capital. We see like this like dance grounds. Maybe we get like a ghostly visage of the two of them dancing.
Nice.
And then it just ends with we probably see like Judith dancing. Then we just end with her standing like in front of Callan's grave, weeping.
Damn.
1 year from now, I think Dash has put away the way of the warrior princess and carved herself the way of the warrior priestess. And she's still living in Bantive. And she's working on infiltrating Bantive's culture with Russian culture. And the way we see that is this temple that has like buttresses that go up into like a triangle. So like it's almost like a very standard triangle house in like a prismatic sort of way. And then it's supported, like the roof continues into these buttresses that support it. And it almost looks like some kind of insect, like an ant or a spider or something. And as the camera goes into the huge barn-like double doors, we see wild plants growing everywhere and preserved moths and dragonflies in frames on the wall. And we see like a temple full of brass skinned people, and we start seeing like really white people like coming in, and we adopt them into our way. And we show this by like hands on the back, leading them to an altar overgrown with vines. And
these are Sandorial people?
Sandorial people, just like Bantivan people.
Oh, it's in general. Okay.
Yeah. and like
Orleans, one
making
of
a
them.
small bloody sacrifice on this marble altar. That's what we see. I'm slowly rotting away at your culture.
Gorleen is. I just want to add in a bit of chaos here. Gorleen is one of those people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then later you see him just smiling to himself. Within does the chapel or the cathedral have like catacomb? Where would the library for the cathedral be?
In the capital.
Yeah, the library for that cathedral that Adam just
Yeah, my little temple or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
We have.
Would it be like up near the roof or inside catacombs?
I almost think we keep all of our books in like a private room in like several chests that you would think might contain like our treasury or something like that. You open the locks and there's just nothing but books stacked on top of each other inside.
I don't think Gorlane would be able to get access into them, but he's working on it.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing left of Callum is now in the Oaks. Even they train a lot more at swordplay. Even the people who are going to be administrators and paper pushers are asked to keep their swordplay up just in case somebody else comes at them. So the Oaks are actually, as they got the crown, are becoming more militaristic and more keeping their sword edge sharpened. After that lesson.
And Dealstone is aiding you and training you and whatever they can because they want to ingratiate themselves close to you, because what better place to keep the distance of your enemies? So, yep.
We turned both of you into us.
All right. I mean, that's the King is dead. Fucking Vincent Baker and Meg knocked it out of the park, in my opinion. I love this game so much.
The king is dead. Long live the king.
Yeah.
I think I have a new one shot to run now for in between campaigns.
Yeah, I would love to just play
for
this
sure.
game as sort of like the kickoff for a political game. Like, it's just perfect.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Good game, guys.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Good game.
Adam, where are you? Where can people find you?
I am on Twitter, and I am on Patreon at Dark Lavender Void, and you can find me and support my games,
Yeah.
my crazy games. I'm hoping to be working on more of them, just to broaden myself. That's all I got. Oh yeah, and I'm streaming a little bit also at twitch.tv/darklavendervoid. You can click on my name because I was in chat for a second.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. All right, cool. Vorian.
Let me make myself known in chat. And yes, that is my Twitch name. And Mustard. That is my Twitch channel. You might follow me, you might not. I don't really care. I might stream Doom later tonight. But of course, I have a call to make to my mother because she was calling me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Awesome. Cool.
But yeah, so you can find me at the Twitter handle. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
You can find me at my Twitter handle. I tweet very tongue-in-cheek stuff. Sometimes it's just absolute rants that you might or might not agree with. Just take it with a pinch of salt, because sometimes if I get angry, I get really angry. But that's not often. That's not often.
Hopefully. Yeah. Cool.
Oh, yes. Shout out to my Singaporean brethren. Happy National Day.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Because it is the 9th of August. It is noon in the 9th of August in Singapore right now. And happy 52nd years. Happy 52 years of independence, Singapore. Let's hope you last another 50. I'm done.
Oh man, I'm reaching out to my friend Engine about that. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Umbra.
Yes. Hi, I'm going to shout myself out in chat real quick. So, yeah, that's me. Hi, I'm Dealer Umbra on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, probably a bunch of other things. And I'm mostly on other people's channels on Twitch. We're going to be wrapping up Love and Banterville this weekend with a bit of a prologue / epilogue.
Yeah.
Epilogue / behind the scenes talk and sort of like post-mortem on the whole show, which has been a blast, and I look forward to talking about it, talking about the whole thing. Aside from that, on Wednesday, we'll be back on RP Gloria's channel. I think we'll be wrapping up our playtest of his game, and starting next week, or like the week after that, we'll be leading up to our next big campaign, which is going to be Sky Pirates with Blades, our lovely Blue Sky Vendetta campaign, which is going to be fun. I'm excited about that. That's all I've got to offer. So thanks to everyone for.
I want to second that shout out. Please, everyone, watch Love and Banterville. It's really short. They did like 1 hour to 2 hour sessions each time, and it's only 8 episodes. You have to watch it.
That's a great way of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, and
it's been really good. I'm very happy to have been part of it.
Yeah. And last but not least, Errol.
You guys can probably find me wandering different channels on Discord. I do have a Twitch account, but I barely use it. I just use it to basically watch other people do things. And if I do anything, but no Twitter or anything. So yeah, that's about it. And I play games. Probably come on different channels, start looking for people to play one shots because I want to play more games.
Yeah, that's why I made this. This is because I wanted to play more games with people.
Yeah. So thank you so much. This is such a first time playing any of this system. It was great.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I know. You're the best example of like, you took a shot. You're a stranger, and you just signed up, to play a game online. And you took a chance to block off your evening and come online and play a game that you barely heard of. That takes a certain special thank you of a person to willingly do that, and thank you so much.
Yeah, it was great.
I respect that tremendously, that you took the time out to do this. And just like everyone here watching in chat, you're more than welcome to join us in other games. I have signups in my Discord, !Discord, to join up here. And the signup sheets are in my Once Upon a Game chat, so you can just join there. And I'm Eric. I'm the host of Once Upon a Game. It's every Tuesday starting at 6 p.m. We play a one shot of some kind of game. And this is me signing out. This is the closing of episode 18 of season 4 of Once Upon a Game. This was once again The King is Dead, which is only available if you support Vincent Baker on Patreon. So hopefully this has convinced you enough to maybe consider doing that. So thank you so much, and take care, everybody.
And long live the king.
Long live the king.
Long live the king, whoever it is.